What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So it's that time again. Time for the back nine. And today's topic is a doozy. You're going to enjoy this. I really, really like this. And it deals with something that's going on right now in the community. So it might be opportunity to go look for some of these books if you're so inclined to. Or add them to that list of books that you might be hunting out there in the wild. But before I do that, I just want to give a big shout out to Ben C from CBSI. Puts out amazing content and just an amazing dude. I got to hang out with him a little bit up at Little Giants Con and just shoot the shit and just had a blast with him. Also got to meet with my man Phil from Vintage Comics and Toys and shoot the shit with both of those guys. Phil compiles a list for this. I just put the video out so that you guys can get a look at it. But you know what they did? They were so pleased with the response that we're getting to these videos here. And so happy that they wanted to do a little giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away this book right here, which is Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. And this is the comicbookexclusives.com variant. And this is numbered to 600. So if you want to win this book, all you need to do is be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment. And next week's back nine, I will be doing a drawing. I'll announce the winner of the drawing on this book. Okay. So really nice cover. Take a look at that. Great opportunity to win a short printed book, limited only to 600 copies. Thank you to the guys from CBSI and the guys from Vintage Comics and Toys for doing that for us. So today we're going to be talking about Jane Foster as Thor. We all saw the teaser trailer for Thor, God of Thunder, Love and Thunder, and the scene that steals the show is Natalie Portman catching that hammer because she is comic book realistic. It looks as close to the comics as it gets, and there's a lot of excitement over that. So, Phil writes, the first teaser trailer for Thor Love and Thunder just dropped, and people are excited seeing the first look as Jane Foster as Thor. I feel like many investors have wavered on investing a lot on keys and rare variants, but the market has responded well with many related books going on, getting an uptick in sales. I still think this window for buying is a good opportunity to make money short-term and long-term, so we challenge the panel to pick their best investment Jane Foster as Thor keys and variants. As always, feel free to drop your suggestions for best investment Jane Foster as Thor comics. And yes, please leave comments on the CBSI website. Also, leave your comments over here. That way we share it with the community and everybody can figure out what books we think are the books that we should be getting. Because I've gotten some great picks from other guys on these videos and have gone out searching for some of those books. So kudos to you guys. Keep leaving comments. And let's take a look at the first one because it's a good one. So we're going to go with Queen of Hell number 6, Jane Foster, Thor, and Angela's first meeting. First meeting of Mighty Thor and Angela. If Natalie Portman sticks around for a few more films, she'll need an antagonist. Why not Angela? After all, she's now the long-lost sister of Thor. Having these two duke it out for Mjolnir practically writes itself. And that's from Josiah Ocampo. And I agree. I was having this conversation with some of the other guys, and I just don't think that Natalie Portman has buffed up and put all that work for just one movie. I think she might be sticking around. You don't know if Chris Helmholtz takes a breather or what is done, but I think we might get more Natalie Portman. And I mean, just a spec, but that's what we do. We speculate, right? And now let's take a look at the next one. And this is Thor number 2 from that 2014 run, and it's the first full Thor in the guts. So inside that story. So Mighty Mel V says, this is the first full Jane Foster as Thor in the guts. For the prices on this one right now, I like the return on investment if the character hits. And we say it all the time. If you can't get the first appearance, what do? You get the next best thing, the second appearance of that character. Now let's take a look at this one here. And this one is from Sergio, and I like this a lot. This is War of the Realms Omega 1, the first Jane as Valkyrie. For me, Journey into Mystery 84 and Thor number 1 from 2014 may be a bit out of reach. But why not get the first appearance of Jane Foster as the new Valkyrie? Just like in the comics, the mantle or hammer will return to the original Thor. And if Jane Foster's character continues to resonate with readers as well as casual film viewers, then I can definitely see them introducing Jane's Valkyrie down the line. I like that pick. I like that book from the get-go. That kind of took off with the fans, and it's a good one. But as good as that one is, this one's really good too. Mighty Thor #1, the hip-hop variant. Sergio said War of the Realms Omega before I could, so I'm going to go with my backup answer here. The hip-hop variants have consistently been great investments, especially for characters showing up in the MCU. Throw in the fact that the cover looks phenomenal and people like the album, and that results for a safe investment for a lot of room to grow. And as we all know, this subset of hip-hop variants has really done well, and there are some big boys in this. You have the Wolverine one, which does very well. The big boy of them all is the Miles Morales, but there are quite a few other ones that carry a 3-figure premium and are tough to find. And the thing is that there are collectors that are just buy these hip-hop variants. I believe like Roger Levesque was doing that for a while there. But there are a lot of guys you just love. It's nostalgia. It brings that feeling back. You remember that cover, especially like when they did Miles with the Illmatic cover. They've done the Wu-Tang covers. They've done quite a few great, some Missy Elliott stuff. So this is another one that just, gets you get that feels for that book, and you got to have it. All right. So now Steve Horn goes with Mighty Thor #700. This is the second print. Iconic classic death cover. The original Death of Captain Marvel cover is, dare I say, iconic. If Portman's only in it for one movie and the character dies, what better cover to depict that tragedy? Kudos to Chichetto for the Mighty Thor 706 Young Guns variant, though. Steve Horn. And you know what? This is what Steve is talking about. And that's an amazing Young Guns cover. And again, we're talking about subsets. You had the hip hops, but these Young Gun covers that came out put out a lot of good stuff. Javier Garron was putting out stuff there. Chichetto did a bunch of them, and they're minimal trade on them. So those books look banging. They're almost like having virgin covers. They look fantastic with a signature on them. Now, Peter Renner goes with Mighty Thor #4, the 1-in-20 variant Cho cover spec. I've always liked the Mighty Thor #4 Michael Cho cover. Not sure why more of the Michael Cho covers don't hit with collectors. I'm a big fan of these 1-in-20 covers he did back in 2016. Plus, it's still pretty cheap at a 1-in-20. And I collect those Cho covers. And I've gotten Cho to sign a couple of them at shows. Like that one, like the Miles. I love the Spider-Gwen one. That's really nice. The Amadeus Cho one is pretty good. There's quite a few of them, and I like that style, just the way he does it, because they all look the same as far as the way they're drawn with different color schemes and for each individual character, excuse me. Now, Terry Harkness goes with Thor #1, the 4th printing from 2015. First Jane Foster as Thor in continuity. Short printings and very recognizable cover to collectors and investors. This issue is trending up. Might be a good idea to ride the trending arrow. So the way you can automatically tell that this is the 4th printing for Thor #1 is that bottom border. It is going to be that purple wineish color right there. You see that color, you've got a 4th printing. When you're going into 4th and 5th printings in books like this, I believe this one only went 4 printings. The print run is getting lower and lower, and that has become a big thing in the community now, where everybody wants the shorter printed book, and some of those books have spiked up. You see it a lot with like Darth Vader #3, because that 4th printing is worth more than the 1st printing now. And that's going to happen more and more with other books. When people see that the scarcity of some of these print runs, people are going to go for them. All right. So now Topher goes with Hawkeye Deadpool #0, and this is the cameo of Jane Foster as Thor. This book is sure to stir the pot a little, but might as well cover your bets. So the reason that we're stirring the pot a little bit is I believe on the interiors of that, we see Spider-Gwen and Jane Foster as their characters, but their kids trick-or-treating, I believe it was. It was something like that. And, Is it the first appearance? Because that Thor appears before the Mighty Thor Jane Foster came out. So is it someone slipping something in as a nod? Probably, more than likely. Is it a first appearance? You decide that. Me personally, no. But some people will say cameo or first appearance. It's the first published time that character shows up, even before in the Mighty Thor. So, interesting, good debate issue right there, And now Phil goes with Thor, God of Thunder, number 25, the second print, first Jane Foster as Thor in Flash Forward. Got to have God of Thunder number 25 to pair with a Thor 1 if you like this character spec. The book was so important that Marvel did a second printing, which is not common for a later issue in a short run, especially that 25 was the last issue that was created for this series. For them to do a second printing, it meant that they believed in that Thor character. They wouldn't do a second printing on a book that's already going short printed. And again, if you have not read Thor, God of Thunder, I was having this conversation with a bunch of my friends and the Butcher and those guys. Please read that. The Omni's coming out now, and I don't push books, but one of the best modern reads that I read. Jason Aaron really killed it on that. Something you guys should be reading. And now, here's my pick, all right? I love this cover. I think this guy does some fantastic work, and it's one of those books that you should have in your collection. If you can get it, it's gotten pricey, but if you can get it, I would definitely grab it. And that's Thor number 1 from 2014. And this is the 1 in 50 Esad Ribic variant. This book has it all. First appearance, low print run variant, and an amazing cover. If you're a fan of variant covers, this is the must on the checklist. So, I think that covers it all. That cover is just gorgeous. And you have the first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. It's a 1 in 50 and a great variant cover. You can't beat that. So those are the picks. I hope you guys like it. If you have any comments, any picks that you would have picked, leave it in the comments. Also, if you're available in May, stop by, go over to Connecticut, because 3 Men in the Basement are going to be doing their swap, and our own CBSI Ben is going to be there, and I believe the Principal Defects are going to have a lounge together. Can you imagine that lounge? That lounge is going to be lit. So it's just going to be a really, really good time. Also, like I said, if you watch the beginning of the video, we're going to be doing a giveaway. Stay tuned to the next one, and you'll see exactly who won that. And we might have another giveaway. Never know, right? Check these videos out because they got some really good content. I think you'll enjoy that. And until the next video, peace.